Alright, today the time is 11 o'clock Saturday and it's the 13th of February 2021. I'm probably gonna upload this tomorrow, and if you don't know what tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And you know what that means?
Hey, what are you doing, step Brad?
Fuck all that, let's get to it.
Anyway, besides all the sadness, I wanted to talk about three artists that I've personally discovered, and these three people have made their way into my main playlist, and not to mention that these three people are heavily being talked about right now, and we're sure to see big things from them in the future. And that's not me being like sarcastic, that's me being like hella serious, like they're gonna make something like big. So I want to start by saying that now that the wait for Eternal Take and Whole Lotta Red is over, and I've been speculating on whether or not Carti is going to release a deluxe version of Whole Lotta Red, but since the album is like relatively doing well in numbers, I don't think Playboy Carti is going to release like a deluxe version of Whole Lotta Red, because in the past his history has shown like Dial-It and Abundance, any like other project he's done in the past, he has not released a deluxe, so I doubt he'll do it for Whole Lotta Red. He might release another project, but it won't be a deluxe version of Whole Lotta Red, so that's too bad. But then again, who cares? I've at this point I don't really care what Carti does. I mean, if he does make us, I mean, he's gonna make us wait long, you know, because we wait 3 years for Dial-It, and like not Dial-It, from Dial-It to Whole Lotta Red, so you know, at this point I don't really care. But during the wait of Whole Lotta Red, as I mentioned in the past, I was listening to Mario Judah and seeing what he was doing, but on top of that I found another artist, and he was signed to the same record label that gave you the song Lemonade. And if you don't know Lemonade, it's like, I'll just play it right now. Hey, off the juice, coding got me tripping. And this artist is known as Ty Fontaine. He was featured on Internet's Money Before the Storm album, the same one that gave you Lemonade, and whilst waiting for Whole Lotta Red, I was mainly listening to his We Ain't the Same project. And just a disclaimer, even though the title says that Carti should be afraid of these artists, and I'm somewhat recommending them to you, they aren't Carti clones, and they all do have their different sounds and a different way and different ways they rap on a beat. But as I was saying, the first time I saw Ty Fontaine was on my YouTube homepage, and his song Inhale was the first one that introduced me to him. But in the same way Carti used his baby voice in his songs, Ty was using his in Inhale. Damn, that's a tongue twister. In Inhale.
Too much Zaza, I burn through my lungs. Smoke you about my brother, you dead, bitch, you're done.
Anyway, after that, I checked him out on Spotify and noticed that Inhale wasn't on streaming service, and apparently he's got another project called Ascension on the way. So that was kind of disappointing to see, but don't worry, I'll be waiting here. I'm very patient now because of Whole Lotta Red. Anyway, but my favorite songs from Ty so far is Inhale, Run It Up, Caught Up, Sabbatical, Sticky. But also, if you're into a pop type of song, go listen to End of Time, because that just consists of pop type energy that you'd be hearing on a summer radio. So we'll see what Ty Fontaine drops in the future, but he's a really good artist who has really good melodies and not just bars, so go check him out. Moving on, in Ty Fontaine's Run It Up song, we can see another artist name called Fago. Now, that name won't sound recognizable at all if this is your first time hearing about Fago, but you've probably heard this song from TikTok or Twitter or Instagram, one of the three. Now, as I said before, as well as Ty Fontaine, who's already established himself with Internet Money, Fago has had ties with Lil Tecca, and the song that was just played called Knock Knock, which was from one of Fago's projects known as Angelic 7, was a project with 7 songs, and most of the tracks, to my knowledge, were produced by Lil Tecca. And by the way, I'm still on the verge of waiting for We Love You Tecca 2. I've heard some snippets here and there. The snippets I've heard could very well just go beyond and top Virgo World, which was our release last year, but who knows, I don't know, but hopefully it'll be good. Besides the point, Fago isn't really a Carti clone as well. He kind of just has like a natural high-pitched mid-tone voice, which is hard to explain, but some of the tracks he could just be like rapping as fast as Sonic and just bring in energy on top of energy, like in the tracks of On What I'm On or Let the Girl Slay. But in his most recent album, he's really showed his like versatility, and he's taken a more slower and more melodic approach. So in all, he has true talent. And also on Instagram a few days ago, when I don't know like when it was, but when the Kardashians and the Fortnite guy were celebrating the popular baby Stormy, Kylie Jenner's kid and the Fortnite guy's kid birthday, for some reason Kourtney Kardashian was featuring one of Fago's songs on her story. Now that people saw that, people were like searching him up, going on Twitter, going on Instagram, looking at this guy, looking at his songs, and it's got people talking about SoFaygo. So we'll see what happens in the future. But before I move on to the next artist, I want to make a prediction. If Tekka has a song with Uzi, and Fago wants to badly make a song with Uzi, which he's mentioned in an interview with.
But speaking of stuff like that, what's your dream collab? Like, who do you want to collab with? Like, out of this world shit.
Uzi.
Interview with Our Generation's Music, then we'll see what happens. But most likely, the track will be godly. And finally, the last person that PLAYBOI CARTI should be afraid. No, I'm kidding. That the last person is somewhat a weird case, but I use the word weird not in a negative way. But if you thought Carti was being experimental on Whole Lotta Red, this guy for sure will blow your mind. Now his name is Lancey Foe and is an artist from East London, and unlike all the UK artists I've heard, and an abundant amount of drill, reggae type of stuff and lots of pop, Lancey Foe doesn't really conform to what I've personally heard from the UK but so far, and he sounds more like a vaporwave rapper. And I first heard his song Stilo Flow and Elon Musk, and it actually sounds very good, despite him not conforming to the typical UK sound. But if you do go check out Lancey Foe, keep a very open mind, because some of the songs he does make, in my opinion, won't all be a hit. Some songs sound as if you're going backwards on Rainbow Road, and I don't know if you listen to his track Poison, but you'll get what I mean once you've listened to it.
They don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it.
Very experimental. But like I said with SoFaygo and Ty Fontaine, Lancey Foe has some place in the industry with a UK artist known as Skepta, featuring on some of Lancey's tracks in the past. And if you look at Die Lit, we can see Skepta being featured on this, so you know. If Lancey Foe knows Skepta and Skepta has already been on a track with PLAYBOI CARTI, then you know, maybe we'll get a Lancey Foe x CARTI. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, he's making his way to be known, and soon apparently we'll be getting something from him and Fago, since Fago mentioned that he had been working with him in the past. So Ty Fontaine, SoFaygo, and Lancey Foe are three artists you should check out if you listen to Carti or Uzi. Or if you just want new music to listen to from the vaporwave trap genre, then why not go check them out. Honestly, they have good songs, but notice how all of them have dreadlocks, including the people I talked about last, Cochise and 645 era. There seems to be somewhat of a trend here with the dreadlock, but honestly, I'm just rambling on here. I've been Bradbury Brad. I hope you all had have a wonderful Valentine's Day, either alone,
Be gone by the midnight. I be gone when it's midnight.
or with your significant other, or even your family. And yeah, I'm out. See ya.
You've been bratted.
If you don't have a Valentine's, it just means you're just too good looking. And they're afraid that we're gonna reject them. Yeah.